Torp here. Fucking minute and a half later. Guys, I think the derailment was one of the biggest ones since the train wrecks. We got derailed, alright? We got derailed big time. Let me first off by saying something. That derailment was something that caused me not to make a video for a couple days. I suppose that made me a little bit fucking owned at that point. It was done for a reason, let's not forget that. I know Eli doesn't want me to bring up names of other channels, and I understand why he said that, because that's a damn good idea. That is the actual idea that you should be fucking paying attention to. As DoorDash Sucks did, and I've listened to everything. I'll get to a few things here, but I listened to everything. DoorDash Sucks was right too. Like, the only reason that fucking Pedro is using Pedro and Hannibal's channel to fucking talk about us is because that is a fucking out for them. That is their garbage channel. Anything that they say on that channel is non-existent in time. They will never use their channels, their actual solo channels, not that mixed combined fucking Barney Does Dino channel. Never gonna happen. That is a fucking... We used to call that a ghost channel, by the way, a long time ago. I know you guys don't like hearing about the past from us fucking seasoned OGs, but that's the fuck what it is. A channel that they use just in case it gets flagged down because they're being so hateful, or they could get 2 fucks if it gets revenue. They played us all on that one. They're like, whoa, now they got this channel going up. They're like, no, that channel's been up forever. It's like, well, I've never seen it before. You know why? Because it's not a regularly used channel. Fuck my use. And by the way, fuck you, Pedro. I know you didn't want to hear that. Eli, I know you don't want me to bring him up. We're giving him way too much attention, but I'm sorry, dude. I don't know that we're ever going to get past that point. I don't think I am. Now, if you do, I understand it completely, and I do know why you're doing it, because I think you're right. The more we talk about them, the more they jack off in the closet. The more they spew their fucking jism all over the fucking inside of their AdSense box. You were talking about 50 fucking... You had 50 in the box earlier tonight, and I'm like, yeah, well, Pedro and Hannibal are fucking really messing their fucking boxes up with their spew. And you know that jism is fucking hitting the roof, the ceilings. Dude, that's got to be a nasty mess in there. Every time we bring their fucking name up, I get that. I'm totally 100 with that. I know that for a fact because I used to be one of them. And that's the only way you feel good is when somebody brings up your name. I get that too, Eli. I'm 100 with that. But as all this shit has come to light today, I've been waiting for a fucking second. As you guys know, I've been waiting for a fucking second. I had to clear my head for a fucking second. You guys can say whatever the fuck you want about me. I don't give a fuck and if who says whatever the fuck ever about me. I mean, tear it up. And I'm not even bullshitting. And I think everybody knows that about me. You can say anything about me. Mano a mano or tag teaming. Tag teaming. Like a bunch of drunken fucking pole dancers that just want to fucking tag team some stupid motherfucker in the audience and take all of his goddamn money and make it feel like a fucking the most gorgeous motherfucker on the planet, and then fucking take all of his money. He wakes up the next day and he feels like garbage because all of his money is gone and he still didn't get laid. Well, that's what you get for being a goddamn viewer, a Pedro, Hannibal, and fucking all these other goddamn fluffernutters. We've all paid the price, and that's what we've been bitching about. A lot of people miss the fucking point. I get it. I get it totally. You can't watch every single one of these motherfucking videos over the last 2 years and understand what the fuck we're saying. See, here's the thing. We have seen all those videos. That's where all this fucking shit comes from. So we pointed it out. Some people said, well, I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, well, then why in the fuck are you here if you don't know what we're talking about? Would you please at least read the first chapter of the book before you complain about the last chapter of the book and say this fucking novel sucked? I mean, think about what you fucking haters are saying, you fucking novelist, anti-novelist. If you want to talk about the story at hand, know the goddamn story. Don't just make shit up because you don't know any better, because you're uneducated and you haven't been there. But we have. So fuck you if you don't get it. I'm sorry. We're not your fucking babysitters. The people that we're talking about know. And if you don't know, you're about to know. And if you don't figure it out by then, you're going to figure it out later. But we'll be gone by then because we've already won this fucking battle. Speaking about that, it is a battle, by the way. I got a lot of great fucking feedback about what happened with my wife. I did. I got a lot of great feedback. And don't think it was unnoticed. But I did want to see what happened as the dust settled. Who was playing me, who wasn't, who was real, who was 100. And who was just a fucking fluffer nutter sock account. And I knew there was going to be both. I got all my boys. Every single one of them. I'm going to give this a shot off the cuff. I hope I pull this off, because if I don't, it's my bad. And this is in no uncertain fucking organized fashion I'm doing this, by the way. This is off the cuff. DoorDash Sucks Brian. Jeff Thomas Black. Thomas Schubeck Industries. Hot Facts Robert Reese. DoorDash Revolution. Metal Mike. The ones right off the top. And much to my surprise, Bobby. Mr. Lounge. Now, I don't mean that the way it sounds, but that's where everybody knows him from, and he will admit that himself. All these men sent me and apologized. That was fucked up what they did to your wife. And no, I'm not forgetting Eli. I know you guys wanted me to, on the dark side. But no. I did not forget about Eli. The reason I saved him for last is one reason. Eli is still pumping that out. He is still saying how disgusting it was, and I just heard him on live tonight talking about his girlfriend saying that she was sickened by hearing that. That's tag team right there. That's when people are real. No, I'm not mad about it anymore. When I realized what I saw to be real, and it took me a couple of days, I knew that that was real. That's when I was ready to talk about it. There ain't no man on this planet that's going to fucking make any difference in my mind how I feel about my wife and how wonderful and beautiful she is. What a difference she's made in my life. What a positive and very structured woman she is. It ain't about looks, but if it was, she gets a fucking 30 out of 10. But if it was just about looks, that's pretty shallow. She also happens to have a big heart, very smart, a lot of fun, and one of the best people I've ever met in my life. So yes, it did trigger me. And so I guess that was always Cherry Pick's plight, was to trigger me. Well, you won, brother. You triggered me. What's next for you? What's the next level that you're trying to achieve after that? Because I guess that if you haven't noticed yet, the entire fucking community I'm surrounding, or surrounds me, and now some of your own people said that was a pretty fucked up move that you did. And that was number 2, by the way, dude. You better hope there ain't a number 3. I don't know if you could survive 3 strikes like that. You know, Cherry, as much as you've been a cunt and an asshole and a dick-sucking mob fuck, there's one thing I will say about you. You don't seem too smart when it comes to fucking morals. You call it satire. Satire? Is that your excuse for being a complete asshole? Satire. Oh. Dude, I didn't see where anybody was laughing at the joke, because when you say something is satire, people usually laugh at it. Not one motherfucker laughed at what you said about my wife. Not one. Flex didn't even laugh. As a matter of fact, if I remember this correctly, Flex actually chuckled. Because he just wants me to be gone so bad that he would even lower himself to chuckling at what you said. Because he wants you to be right so bad. And more importantly, he wants me to be gone that bad. That says a lot about his character. When I pushed his dick in, when I threw his fucking dick into the sand, And now he's pushing up daisies on the other side of the lawn. He's got the sprinklers all fucked. None of them even work anymore because his dick is all tangled up in the dirt. I did that. My community did that. My community did that to Pedro. That's why we shoved Pedro and Hannibal over to this fucking sock channel. That's why it's a ghost channel. They don't give a fuck what happens to that. That's why that motherfucker hasn't popped. You see, DoorDash Sucks got it right. They're using that channel because they don't want to fucking taint. Notice I said the word taint. They don't want to taint Pedro, and they don't want to taint Hannibal. Hannibal is hungry, and Pedro DoorDash Sandago. They don't want to taint those channels with the real. They leave those channels fake so they keep on making money. Whether Pedro gets his back or not, irrelevant to me. Not my issue, not my story, not my book, not my two fucks to give. That's on that man to make a fucking living. If he fucks it up on YouTube, it's got shit to do with me or anybody else. That's on him. He wants to be the man, he needs to put his fucking man pants on. Take off that little fucking skirly dress and quit acting like a little bitch and fluffing your fucking hair, Pedro. I told you I wasn't done with you. But then you see all this shit going on, you don't say nothing about it? And oh boy, don't even bring Eli up to it. He's been apologizing to you for 3 fucking videos. You ain't fucking acknowledged it? I ain't got one apology from Cherry. You know what? If he does apologize to me, I'll fucking accept it. I'll show you what a real man does, Pedro. Take your 60,007 subscribers and just fucking put them in the sand with fucking Flex's dick. I swear to God I mean that. Fuck that shit, dude. I've seen channels with way more subs than yours, and I couldn't stand them. I never even subbed to them. You might be heading down that road. When one of us motherfuckers get played out with a family member of any type, shape, or form, I don't give a fucking nephew, niece, whatever. Man, do you know what happens to men in prison when they get found out that they fuck with somebody's family? That shit don't go well in a jail cell, dude. That shit gets pushed in. It does. What do you think, this is different? You can get away with it on YouTube because you got 60,000 fucking subscribers? Let me ask you something. If your 60,000 fucking subscribers are supporting the shit that you guys have been hearing, and the shit that you're supporting and backing up always cherry pick and flex with, what does that tell us about your subscribers, numbnuts? That not only is your channel failing, but your subscribers ain't worth the fuck. Your support means nothing to us. If I get 5 that say, Torp, that shit sucks, we got your back, I'll take those 5 over your 67,000 any fucking day. I wouldn't take any one of those motherfuckers to a family camping trip, but I'll take all these 5 motherfuckers out for a beer. Do you feel me, wig head? I am not bullshitting about this. I could be anybody I want to be on this fucking website or this platform. I could be anybody I want to be. I could play a troll account. I could play a game. I could shoot the shit. I can make edited videos. I could even collaborate with somebody and double team a motherfucker. How many fucking times have you seen me do that? Not once. Why? Because if I don't keep it real and I don't play it straight and I don't defend my friends and my family, I ain't worth a fuck. Nobody fucks with my family. Nobody fucks with my wife. But more importantly, nobody fucks with my real 100. Say what you want. You're gonna do it no matter what. Could be flaggable. Nobody gives a fuck anymore. I don't think there's any fucking justice in saying, well, you flagged the video, so you're a cunt. Nope. If you're a dickhead, you're gonna go down. I fucking blocked 3 people for being so goddamn nasty I almost threw up in my fucking mouth. Enough with the negative fucking shit like that. You want to say your opinion about me? You want to make it bad? Do it! Put it on my channel. You ain't blocked here, Pedro. You ain't blocked here. You ain't blocked here, Flex. We still give you the ability to spew your fucking monkey spunk all over our channels, don't we? How butthurt are we? You're the ones that can't shut up about us. We brought up Glitchgate. We brought the fact that you motherfuckers lied to us and punked us out in the very beginning, telling us we didn't know how to DoorDash. I was told a 5-year-old could do it by that monkey spunk motherfucker over there, fucking Sensei. And then Roy couldn't shut his fucking mouth up for a goddamn half a year. I'm supposed to fucking forget about that? All the meanwhile, you motherfuckers were playing the system, not telling us about it, And we're supposed to feel bad about calling you motherfuckers out? And then you come back and attack our families and make stupid goddamn fucking avatars and stupid edited shit. That is not real, by the way. When you edit it, that fakes it up. Notice I didn't say fuck it up, it fakes it up. If it's fake, it's not real. No credibility when it's fucked up. No credibility when it's fudged up. How many of us motherfuckers have done that to you? You might be able to count them on one hand, but I sure want to I want to see that number. Flex, you think I've been talking about Pedro and Cherry so bad? You're the motherfucker that got in my ass first. Don't think that's ever going to go on. So you talk about credibility, motherfucker. Keep on playing those fucking cartoons back. What kind of credibility you got when all you do is make cartoons? All you do is talk about cartoons. All you do is talk about how great you are, how wonderful you are. You see my wife get attacked, she never said shit to you. Have you ever heard me attack your mama, your sister, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband? Flex, we don't even know what you stand for. You sure the fuck know what we do. You should have said right off the bat, I don't give a fuck how much I hate Torp or how much he sucks, how much he's wrong, how much he gets it wrong, how much he hates. Don't mess with the motherfucker's wife. That means you ain't got no credibility. Flex, you never once fucking said it. You lost all credibility forever. So did Cherry. Fuck the both of you in the biggest goddamn way I can see fit to put in my mind and put out my mouth. I even brushed my fucking teeth so I can spit on this camera. I can't be more fucking serious about this. You want to talk about DoorDash or Lounge or having any goddamn fun whatsoever and just laid back? How in the fuck are you having fun when you know this shit's going on in the background, douchebag? Don't you talk to us about credibility. Your credibility was lost a long time ago when we found out that you played all these motherfuckers by knowing how to do DoorDash in a secret way and not sharing it, making fun of the motherfuckers like me that didn't know about that. You got 6 months of pleasure out of jacking off in the closet, watching all of us sweat, just like DoorDash fucking diaries, just like fucking, I'm getting a little pumped, Fucking Sin Cities? Are you fucking serious, Flex? That's your credibility. I don't give a fuck if you use the glitch. All those motherfuckers like me that came up in your live in the very beginning thinking that they were special because they got to be on the fucking live, the lounge. And then to find out 6 months later that you knew about this and you laughed at me, you laughed at us, you laughed at the community for not being smart enough to know how to do DoorDash when you knew there was a secret way to do it that it didn't matter if you knew how to do DoorDash. It didn't matter. All you gotta do is fucking do this little fucking weird thing on the phone that you fucking people did not share. That's why we're mad. If I could get any louder, I fucking would. I don't want this speaker fucking blowing out on me. So after that, your recourse is to say something about my wife, Cherry. Well, you see how that went, didn't you? That was the biggest fucking fail of 2003. I'm pissed. 2020, biggest fail. Call out Torp's wife in that negative fucking manner. It literally fell on thousands of fucking ears at this point, and that shit did not work. You know why? Everybody knows the golden rule. You do not fuck with family. At all. Ever. No way, no how. My wife gets on a video, fair game. She says something about Cherry, fair game. She says something about Pedro, fair game. His wife says something about me, she's fair game. If Cherry had a woman in his life and she said something about me, she's fair game. Don't you ever bring my wife. Don't you ever bring my wife in. Don't you ever fucking do that again. I barely got the fucking ability to make this video right now. I still got too much heat built up, but I'm going to bring it down a notch real quick. Realism comes from people that are being hit really hard. And I'm human enough to admit it. You hit my family, that hits me hard. That ain't got shit to do with the glitch. That ain't got shit to do with the fucking phone or any goddamn app or fucking multi-apping or dirty apping or views or fucking subs or nothing. Do not do it again, or I swear to God, I will get even louder than this, and that shit will go even further. Do you guys know why it's important for me for my fucking views and my subs to go up? Because the more they go up, the more I get the fucking chain reaction to this shit into a goddamn tag to the cunts that are doing the wrong shit. And I can't be hurt unless I do that, except for the fact that I got this wonderful following, this wonderful community, these great people, these people that speak the truth on a daily fucking basis. And I already said who they were. They're all the wonderful people. I'm damn proud to have met them. I've been waiting for the dust to settle, and it's settled. Any one of them could have fucking changed their role. I'm not stupid enough to come out and thank everybody for supporting me until I know for a fact that they actually did. And they actually did. They're still going. I'm a bit temperamental. I got a little bit of ADD. As a matter of fact, I may have just pissed my pants. My nipples are fucking hard. I'm actually sweating and the air conditioning's on. I don't know how much more real you can get than that. But always cherry pick. I would highly recommend and suggest to you, as a man-to-man conversation, I'd really recommend this to you. If you want to show your ass, you show how weak you are. If you really do feel that butthurt over your situation on YouTube, the best way to prove it is to bring up another man's family member that is innocent and has never said a word about you. To attack the man, that's one thing. To attack the man's family that is innocent, that is on the biggest trolls that we have here. And I will point that out. I fight off hate, stupidity, lies, manipulation, fraud, and scams. Always cherry pick fell into all those categories at once. He gets the Grammy for the biggest douchebag of YouTube 2023. I'm even thinking about buying him a roll of toilet paper and painting it gold, putting his fucking name on it and sending it to him. That's his goddamn trophy. You won the Grammy, dude. Oh, Flex, you might want to think about one thing before I go. I am never, ever going to stop on you if you don't stop. Let that sink in. I know you got a hard head, but guess whose head is harder? This community has spoken. We're fed up. We're mad. And we want to kill the negative noise. And that has been our plight. All right. I feel better. Cheers, y'all. Drink with me. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's good. It's really good. You ever had a discussion with somebody at a table in a bar and you really felt like you talked to somebody that you wanted to talk to, you made a good point, everything just flowed correctly, and you know you want to talk to them again, and then the waitress brings you another beer that you just ordered that you forgot that you even did because that conversation was so positive and intense for you? That's my moment right now. This waitress is getting a big tip. Yeah. I'd like to thank everybody one more time for your support. I watched everything. I've been looking at it. And my wife thanks you too. YouTube does not have to be a disgusting playground. And in my opinion, it no longer is. It's got to know how to handle the cat shit in the sandbox. I think we've covered that. But know this. My gloves are off. Let those little pussies get back in the sand. Start shitting in my sand again. We'll have another talk. Cheers. Torp out.